Hello, everyone. My name is Josh from Drastic, and welcome to another extra crispy podcast. Today's podcast is hosted by me, Joshua, and my co-host.
Morgan, which is me.
And today, we're going to be talking about one of my personal favorite topics, movies. You were supposed to say something after that.
Like what?
I don't know, just agree with me.
Yes.
Yes.
You've been super excited
Yes, I
about doing
for like
movies. Been talking about it for days.
yeah, I've been talking about it for like the past 3 days. I've really wanted to talk about movies with you really, really badly.
I know. For some reason.
Well, because I love some movies like can really affect me, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Like the effects that the movie has on you. Well, what were like how did it change your life, and like how did it change your outlook? Like, did it make you cry? What were your emotions towards it? You know?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. That reminded me of one.
What, the crying one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. When I thought about that, at work, that was a good one that I thought of.
Yeah. For
But
sure.
yeah, so I'm gonna go first, right?
Yes.
All right. So, ask me something about movies, like, and I'll tell you which one is that movie. So
Oh, okay.
ask me like which movie made me cry, which one's my favorite, which one did I watch
Okay,
the
let's
most.
just go with the basics. What is your favorite movie
My favorite movie. All
of
right.
all time?
Of all time.
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite movie of all time. Now, how are we that's a really hard one, cuz how are we going to rate that? Are we going to rate fuck. That's going to be a hard one. I can't just do favorite movie of all time, cuz every single one of these that are on my list is my favorite movie.
Fuck, Josh, come on.
Um
Okay.
yeah, please
Okay.
change it. Please change it, cuz I can't answer that. I really can't answer that. Cuz every
Well, can
single
I do
one.
mine then?
Yeah, you do yours. If you have a favorite movie, yeah, you do yours. What's your favorite movie?
Okay, it's really weird. Not many people have seen this movie. It's
Okay.
called Second Hand Lion, and it's
Second
about two.
second hand line. Wow, it literally popped up.
Yeah. So
2003.
yeah, dude.
Whoa.
Um, yeah, it's really cool. It's a lot about family, and like it was kind of like this mystery side. So like the grandpas were supposedly rich, and they hid this gold from like way back in the day.
Yeah.
And um so their grandson, like the mom was just like, "Oh, we're just gonna drop you off here
Yeah.
and just leave with this retarded guy." Sorry if I say retarded and it offends anybody. I don't mean it in a bad way, I should say.
All right. Hold on.
Um,
I'm going to look it up so that people can see it, so that I don't have to edit or anything.
but like, um, so yeah, it was like showing how the two grandpas, they weren't gay. They were just like two dudes living in a house.
Two dudes
I don't
living
know.
in a house 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
Yeah. So, they would tell the kids stories, and like while they were describing the stories, it was like them playing the roles of the story as well, and it was like fighting and like all this action packed, and then you would uh go back to reality, and it was just like them bonding really good. It was cool. You have to see it.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now for everyone who can't see it. Display.
But
That's a secondhand lion. So it's
yes.
about these two grandpas talking to this kid. Is that it right there?
Yeah.
He looks pretty old to be a kid. And
What do you mean?
so this is your favorite movie. Like, out of all your movies, this is your favorite.
Yeah, I have a lot of memories with this movie.
Did you watch it a lot as a kid?
Every time I'd go to my grandparents' house, we would prep dinner. Like, we'd eat dinner watching this movie all the time. Like, I remember, like, taking the ends off of the green beans in the living room
Yeah.
while watching this movie with my grandma and grandpa.
You just gave me another idea for another movie. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I can affirmatively say I've never seen this movie before, and I'm also gonna probably say I'm probably never gonna watch it.
But
No
you
offense to you.
should.
No offense to you.
At least watch the trailer.
You know, maybe I will. Not on this podcast, but maybe I will later.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't think I know the actors in it.
You might know the kid.
I think I know the kid when I don't know, maybe not. Interesting.
He was off of The Sixth Sense, Forrest Gump.
Wait, he was in Forrest Gump? Oh, no, he wasn't. I thought you said he was Forrest Gump. I was like,
Tom
that
Hanks.
is not Tom Cruise.
Hanks.
Tom Hanks, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, my bad. Huh, interesting. All right. So that is your favorite. Anything else you want to say about it, or
No.
no?
Nope.
Well, very interesting choice. I'm not gonna lie. So, God, I wish I had a favorite movie. I can't choose a favorite movie.
Okay, well, go with one that you can watch a lot.
One that I have watched a lot, or one that I
Yes.
can watch a lot. One that I have watched a
No,
lot.
but
Okay.
yeah.
The one that I have watched probably the most out of all these movies that are on my list. It's a tie between these two movies. But probably the one I have watched the most would have to be Jurassic Park.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with Jurassic Park?
I'm just not surprised.
Well, so the story behind that is my aunt let me watch Jurassic Park when I was like 10, which, by the way, was a terrible idea. Just say, because I was 10 and scared of everything. So what she did was she had this giant TV in her basement, right? And I was like, put on Jurassic Park. I want to watch Jurassic Park because I was a little shit. and so she puts on Jurassic Park and then proceeds to go upstairs and leave me alone while Jurassic Park is playing.
Oh god.
And all she can hear about 30 minutes later is me screaming her name to come down the stairs and save me because I thought a dinosaur was going to come and eat me.
Yeah, I forgot actually how crazy Jurassic Park is for a little kid.
For a little kid, man, like Jurassic. And the scariest part too was when the T-Rex, was when the mom and dad T-Rex were looking through that frickin' window in the car. That scared the absolute crap out of me when I was a kid. And then they started hitting the car. I think that was in Jurassic Park 2. But they started hitting the car because the baby was in the car. Dude, that scared the crap out of me. But yeah, honestly, from childhood to now, I've probably watched that movie at least like 17 times. I've watched that movie so freaking much. But yeah. Did you ever watch that movie?
Yeah, but not as much as you. I've probably
What
seen it
was your impressions of the movie?
Well, yeah, it was pretty scary.
Was it scary? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it?
Well, I liked it. I like it better now.
Ah, you appreciate it better. Okay.
Yeah.
It kind of grew on you.
Yeah, it did. I liked it as a kid, but it scared me too, so.
See, it scared me, but it just gave me this fucking fascination of dinosaurs. I used to, like, love dinosaurs. I mean, I still love dinosaurs. I think dinosaurs are, like, amazing
I do
and
too.
very interesting creatures that did exist.
I know. I would love to ride on uh uh the herbivores with the long necks, the plant
Brachiosaurus.
eaters,
That's one of them. It's a Brachiosaurus.
the plant eater thing. It looks
Yeah,
like a freaking
it has a long
yeah,
neck. It's a
yeah.
Brachiosaurus. I think that's what was the one in the movie. Was a
I just think
Brachiosaurus.
it'd be really sweet.
To ride it, I'd be
It'd be
terrified,
really
dude. You're almost
nice.
like 3 cars in the air, maybe on its back. If you were on its head, that'd be terrifying.
It would just be taller than a horse.
My fa-
I've rode an elephant before.
the newest one, I've watched them all. I've watched every single one, and I'm so excited for when they come out with the newest one. They're bringing back all the old characters, and they're gonna keep all the new characters, and it's gonna be the best movie I've ever seen. Probably, hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. Um,
Dang it.
yeah, I know it's gonna be great. But how many of them have you watched? Because I know it's a series. So how many of them have you watched? If you watched
All of them.
you've watched all of them. Um,
Yeah.
I loved. I'm gonna talk about this for a second. I loved when they had the Brachiosaurus in the first movie. That was the first dinosaur that you got to see. Was it jumping up in the air, or not jumping up, but going on its hind legs, reaching up really tall, and you were just this kid in the movie theater, just in awe of this humongous dinosaur that was on the screen, And then they pan out to see all of these dinosaurs moving in a herd, and it plays the music, and it's like, it was such a good part of the movie. And then in the most recent one, when they're trying to get the dinosaurs off the island, they show the
Yeah.
same Brachiosaurus being consumed by lava and dying
Oh, that's right.
on the pier.
That's right.
And I swear I cried.
Oh, look at you.
My grandmother even cried, and she's never even seen the first one.
Aw.
It just meant so much more to watch this animal, this beautiful animal, just die. And I know it's not real, but God, it just evoked this childish emotion in me of just remembering growing up with this movie, Speaking of which, what was your childhood movie? Moving on from Jurassic Park. On your list.
Well, we're gonna move to obviously Disney for that one.
By the way, I hate
my
Disney.
top two is The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast.
Well, I don't need to look
Like-
those two up. Everybody's seen those. I looked up Jurassic
Like-
Park, but I'm not going to look up Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast.
Like those two, I wanted to be them so bad. I thought it was so freaking cool. It was like me watching it was like an escape from reality,
That explains your taste in men quite a bit.
Shut up.
You love the Beast. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No.
No, I'm not wrong. Exactly. So you kind of became Belle, in a sense.
Fuck. Didn't realize it was gonna suck this bad.
Anything else you want to talk about it? Did it affect you? Did it make you? How do you feel about the live action versions?
I don't think they made a Little Mermaid one,
I don't think
but
that. I bet you they will.
the Beauty and the Beast was good, but it wasn't the same feeling.
Well, I don't
Like
know much
they did it
about it
really
because I
good and
didn't watch
stuff,
it. So.
but I don't know.
I didn't watch the live
They could
action.
have done better.
They could have done better.
Yeah.
I don't know. Disney's gotten to the point where they've run out of ideas, and I feel like they're just constantly just remaking stuff now because they don't know what to do. You know, I'm gonna pull my microphone closer to me. Anyways, my turn. You know what? Let's ditch these question things. I'm just gonna go off my list. All right.
Wait. I have one more question.
You have one more question. Okay. What's your question?
What was the first movie you have ever cried in?
Okay. The first movie I've ever cried.
Yes.
All right. Cried as in what? What do you mean? Scared to death? Cried?
No, sad.
Sad. Okay, well, that's
cry.
one of the topics on my thing because I don't cry in movies. I don't. I've never cried in a movie. But there's a couple of movies that have evoked emotion in me. And I'm going to say the movie that I will forever symbolize with crying would be Hachiko. Hachiko.
I'm gonna look that up.
Hachiko. I can't spell it.
Neither.
I can't spell it. How do you spell Hachiko?
Oh, HOT. No, that's World of Warcraft.
Hold on. Hachiko. I got it. Hachiko. Hachiko, the movie. So Hachiko was this film about this dog, I believe, in Japan. So Hachiko was a Japanese Akita dog remembered for his remarkable loyalty to his owner. In fact, you might know this dog from his statue that they erected in Japan, in the center of Tokyo, I believe. Hachiko Uno, I can't remember his name, for whom he continued to wait for his owner for 9 years following his owner's death. He kept on, he would constantly, every year, every day, return to this train station where he waited for his owner to arrive.
Jesus.
Every single day for 9 years. That film, as you watch this dog age and get older, it is the most heart-wrenching thing I have ever seen. In fact, you can see the statue online. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I believe you.
Can you see it?
I'm not looking at it.
Oh, look it up.
Argent looked up the movie.
Oh. Well, next to the movie is the statue.
I saw the dog.
But yeah, that I highly suggest you watch that movie. Probably after this podcast.
Oh, I see the statue now.
Yeah. So this was a real dog. This actually happened. This music
So this was the first movie that made you cry sad?
This is the movie that I symbolize with crying.
Why did you have to use fancy words like that?
What do you mean?
Well, because I don't know.
This movie to me symbolizes sadness, and because it doesn't end happy. This dog dies. I mean, it ends happy. They end it happy by letting the dog see its owner when it reaches heaven. But I mean, in reality,
you just gave the ending away.
In reality, you think about it, and this dog just waited 9
Yeah.
years at this train station for his owner, who was never going to come back because he died in his classroom from a heart attack.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, can I talk about mine now?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Talk about yours that made you cry.
So it's funny because I'm kind of like you too. I don't really cry at movies at all. Actually, the first movie that has ever made me feel sad to cry was, it's funny, same topic as yours, Marley and Me.
Marley, and Me. I also
Yeah,
have one other movie after this. Marley and Me, so
because
it's about a dog as well. Oh, is that
yeah.
is that Owen Wilson I see right there?
Wait,
Wow.
you've never seen this?
Wow. It's me, Owen Wilson. I played Lightning McQueen. Wow. No, I've never seen this.
Oh my God, you're gonna cry.
I don't watch puppy movies. Hachiko was a
It's not.
rare instance because it was based off a true story.
Well, anyways, they get this puppy together, and then you see it grow up with them and their family, and
Yeah.
then it dies.
And that was it.
Yeah, and it was heart-wrenching seeing this dog die.
I'm not laughing
It
at
was
you for crying at the dog dying. I'm just laughing
sad.
because of how simple the movie is.
Yeah, I know. Very simple. But like, yeah, it freaking me, my grandma, and my aunt, we were in the movie theater watching it, and I just got so wrapped up in the movie,
They came out
and
with a
I
second
attached.
one. Actually, they came
Oh,
out with
really?
3. Yeah, Marley and
What
Me,
the hell?
Puppy Years, and then Marley and Me 1 and 2.
Okay, that's just them making more money, but that was very unnecessary.
Yeah, you can buy the film collection, Marley and Me, and then Marley and Me Puppy Years.
Oh God. But yeah, first movie ever make me cry.
Yeah,
Yep.
interesting. That's funny. I see Marley and Me, Hachi, and Bolt as top 5 dog movies.
Oh, Bold is such a good
I'm
one.
gonna talk about Bolt. Give me a minute. Bolt is also on my list, but we're not gonna talk about Bolt right now. We're gonna talk about the next movie that made me cry. Anything else you want to say about the movie
No.
before we move on? No.
Mm-mm.
All right. So the next movie, I really have a hard time remembering the name, but I know it's Tuesdays with Marlin.
Oh, this is a book too.
What?
Tuesdays with Marlin.
With Marlin. This movie,
It's also a book too.
yeah, I think so. I'm trying to get
My
it.
mom read the book.
Hold on. I
I
don't
think I've seen the
I don't
movie
I don't
too.
know if that's right. Tuesdays with Marlin, is that right?
I want to say Tuesdays with Martin.
Hold on.
Tuesdays with Maury.
Maury. Tuesdays with Maury. There it is. Maury movie. I
Dang, that movie
watched.
was older than you.
I know, but I know of it because I watched it in
School.
health class. Yeah, I watched
What
it
the
in.
fuck?
Yeah, well, my health teacher was awesome. I love her dearly.
Oh,
She's
okay.
my favorite teacher from very on. But I think they got a Grammy for it, or not a Grammy, but an Oscar. I see them holding trophies, but yeah, this movie. I don't know. It was weird. It hit weird. I didn't really cry. I wanted to cry though,
Oh, I hate that.
because it's based off a true story.
Yeah.
All these movies that I'm talking about that made me cry are based off a true story. How messed up is that?
It's not really
Uh,
messed up.
I mean, it just I feel like it just adds to the factor of me crying about it. It's just gonna make me cry, since it actually happened, and. But Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it. I don't want to spoil the story for anybody who might want to go and watch it, so I'm not going to talk about it all that much. But yeah, that's one of them on my list. Anyways, what do you think we should talk about now? Or was that your last question? Do you want to just go down the list now?
Yeah, you can go down the list.
All right. Well, do you want to go or do you want me to go again?
Well, I just asked that question about what movie made you cry, so it's your turn.
Oh, well, no, that doesn't make any sense. You just asked me the question. I just answered, so it's your turn.
What do you mean? I already answered it too.
Oh, okay. I guess. I just
What
answered
do you
it
mean?
twice.
I talked about Marley and Me. That's the only movie that first made me cry.
All right, I'm confused. Anyways, so
Of course.
shut up. So the next movie is a must watch. Okay?
Oh, fucking Christ.
This movie, you have to watch this movie. Like Hachiko, like I highly suggest. It's a very great movie. Tuesdays with Maury, it's a good movie. You should watch. But this movie, you have to watch. Nobody knows about it either. Nobody knows about this movie. It's called Signal. All right? There's been like 1,000 iterations of it, but this is the newest iteration. Signal. I have been on this movie train for a long time, and I'm trying to get vegan Trevor to watch it.
Oh, I remember you telling me about this.
This, if I had a favorite movie or most recent favorite movie, this would be it.
Okay.
I wouldn't suggest looking at any of the images though, because it's gonna spoil it for you. But yeah, this movie, it makes you think so hard, and you have so many questions. Some of it gets answered, and then by the end of it, you're like, "What? Wait, I wanted more." You know, you get that kind of reaction out of it. I feel like. God, it was so good. This is my highly suggested. If I had to suggest a movie out of this whole list, watch this movie. This movie is amazing. Do you have anything like this? Like that you would suggest that you want people to watch?
Well, with the list that I'm working with right now, I guess I'd have to say the butterfly effect, but the first one with Ashton Kutcher. That one kind of shows you everything happens for a reason, and just because you wish something did or did not happen, that movie really shows you in perspective on how simply changing one thing could literally mess up the whole future.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a mind game, but it's just like really helpful to show like live your life. Some shit is fucked, but if that didn't happen, then something worse could have happened down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's your must watch. That's your must watch. Like you want people to watch this movie if they haven't seen it.
Yes.
All right. Not a bad choice. I mean, I understand the whole premise of butterfly effect. But yeah. Like I'm going to try and probably get you to watch Signals. Cuz it is so good, dude. It's such a good movie. All right.
Have you ever seen Step Brothers?
Step Brothers.
Oh my god.
Are you talking about the one with Will Ferrell?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, I've already seen that. Well, I haven't seen it, but I know about it. I know all the memes too.
Oh my, I know that movie fucking word for word, man.
I bet you do. All right.
Yep.
Do you want to list, or you already listed off one? Do you want me to go again?
Yeah.
All right. Avatar. Now,
Ooh, that's a good one too.
I know, right? Like, it's the
Just the graphics.
and the crazy thing is that movie is so old. And it's still the number one movie in the world. They re-released it back in China. China got it released because China, I believe, banned it, and then they unbanned it, and it became the number one movie again. Avengers Endgame beat it for like 6 months, and then Avatar was like,
They're making
nope.
a second one.
Yeah, I know. They're still. But I knew they were making a second one all the way back when they made the first one.
10, 12 years later.
Avatar.
Yeah, it came out in 2009. Dude.
Yeah, 2009, and it looks that good.
Yeah, that's fucking
And
wild.
the actor in it, I love him. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not Aviator. I can't spell. Avatar movie. There it is. Yeah, they want to come out with Avatar 2 and Avatar 3. So in 2022, there's going to be an Avatar 2.
Why'd
And
you
then
pick this
Avatar
movie?
the Toucan Rider. Why'd I pick this one?
Mhm.
Just because sitting in the movie theater when I was 7 years old,
Oh my
or
God.
when I was 8 years old, because it says it came out in 2009. When I was 8 year old, sitting in the movie theater, watching this movie for the very first time. Avengers hasn't come out yet. The first Iron Man came out. Hulk came out. Like, this was on a whole nother level compared to these movies. The technology they used to film this movie is insane at the time.
I was literally going into high school when this came out.
Yeah, you were going into high school. I was still in middle school when this came out.
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
And it was so good, and the writing was good, and the story was good. Like, everything, like, this movie just
Can we
nailed
pause
it.
this real quick?
Pause the podcast?
Yeah.
No, but what do you have to do? You have to go to the bathroom or something?
No, Rachel wanted to call me, but it's fine.
Oh,
You're good.
all right.
We're good.
But yeah,
I'll
no.
talk to her later.
This movie was it was something else. It was amazing. I don't know how it made you feel, but being a freaking 8-year-old watching this on the big screen, it was like nothing I've ever seen. It was probably it's my favorite movie to have ever watched on in theaters. Yeah. Anyways, you want to go next? You still there?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I'm gonna go with a genre though. Horror movies.
Horror movies, okay.
Do you like them?
Do I like them?
Yeah.
I have one horror movie on this list.
Okay.
Well, actually, I kind of have two. If zombies count as a
No.
horror, zombies don't count.
Well, yeah.
Some people
yeah,
would disagree with
well,
you.
Sci-fi, right?
Sci-fi doesn't count as horror at all. Sci-fi is its own thing.
For zombies.
Oh, sci-fi for zombies? I mean, some zombies, I guess. Just depends on the setting, really. But do you want to do your horror movie, or do you want me to do mine?
Well, I have two of them.
I have two of them too,
Oh, okay. So
if you count the zombie
both
one.
of these, both of these movies literally scarred me to death for my whole life,
Yeah?
even still. I hate cornfields because of Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers
Oh, I
Creepers.
can't stand cornfields.
Jeepers Creepers. That sounds funny.
No, it's not fucking funny.
Jeepers.
It is so scary as a kid.
There's 4 of them.
I've only seen 2.
Jeepers Creepers. What
2
a
is so scary
what
because
a
it's
weird
Jeepers
movie.
Creepers is all based off a real thing, like a true story. There was this old man. He drove that truck that's in the pictures, and
I don't
a
think I looked
couple.
up the right thing because I see no truck. I just see a guy with a really messed up face.
Yeah, that's people's skin. He literally cut people's skin off and put it on his face. He wears people's skin.
He looks like he has like a claw coming around the back of his head.
Yeah, he has wings too. But no. So this couple saw him dump dead bodies down his not cellar, but like in the back people's basements they opened like from the ground. They had those 2 doors to go down a basement or something.
Yeah, you mean yeah?
Yeah, he was dumping bodies down there. So then they called the cops on him. But then he killed the couple. And then yeah, it's ugh. And it happened in Michigan. Like
Fun.
from.
You want to say your second one, or do you want to talk more about this one? Like, wait.
No, my second one is Michael Myers because
Okay.
he can be real.
Michael Myers.
He can definitely be real.
Michael Myers can be real.
Yes, he's basically trying to kill his sister, so he just like stalks her, and he's always there. Like you run a mile, and then you
What'd
turn
she do
around,
to him?
and he's right there. I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, you can't
But
remember.
he's always right behind you, no matter what. You could be driving the fastest car in the world, and he would just be walking, and he'd just be right there.
I think I saw a meme of what Michael Myers does when the camera's not focused on him, and it just shows a person like doing parkour like as fast as possible. It was a funny
so it's
video.
like completely like true, basically.
I don't know. I feel like I could escape Michael Myers.
No, you would die.
He's always behind me.
He's literally always right behind you. You could drive your Jeep, and he would be right there.
Okay, but so he's always behind me,
Yes. He catches up to you,
even in space.
probably.
So all I have to do is turn away from the sun,
I don't fucking know.
and you just burn up in the sun.
All right, you can do yours.
All right,
I got nothing else.
all right. So now mine aren't like actual horror movies. I would say. I mean, they are. They're the horror genre, but yours are like classic horror movies. So my first horror movie would have to be Get Out.
Oh, that movie's weird.
Get Out. I watched
I
this.
was kinda
I watched
lost with
this
that.
in film class, and I thought it was just.
I was confused.
I wasn't confused. Like I understood kind of what was going on. I just thought it was just fucked.
Yeah,
I thought it was just fucked.
it really is, to be honest.
It was so just gross, and they would take their bodies and like. I think they're making a second one, probably. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's the first one. I don't really have much to talk about it besides I watched it in film class. I never really watched it after that. And I'm not going to explain the premise because I'm sure most people have already seen Get Out. I mean, even Morgan knows about it, so. So there's not much to talk about there. But the second horror movie would have to be Train to Busan.
I
That,
think my friend Skylar made me watch that.
oh my god, I loved that movie. It was completely in a different language. I don't know what language was in, but it was in a completely different language, and I had to watch it with subtitles, and I'm dyslexic.
Yeah, I've watched this.
And oh, they're making a second. They already made a second one, but it's probably crap. I don't
I
know. I haven't
think
watched it.
I fell asleep during this one.
You fell asleep during Train to Busan?
Yeah.
What is the matter with you?
I couldn't stay awake. I was too tired.
Oh, well, you should watch it sometime when you're awake. I'm not going to spoil the ending for anybody who hasn't watched it. It's on Netflix, I think, still. So I suggest you guys go watch it and then come back here. But basically, the end. Oh my god, the ending was so sad. It was just so sad, dude. I felt bad. And they're like Daisy. They're not like Daisy. They're like no, they're like World War Z zombies. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, they're like those zombies. They pile up, they climb on top of each other, they run through doors. They're strong as can be, and they're terrifying. And yeah, I literally watched this movie the first time with like my eyes like halfway closed. Not because I was tired, because I was scared. Like I couldn't watch this movie without, because I was just expecting a zombie jump scare. And there was a couple in there. There wasn't as many as I thought there would be, but it was still terrifying to me. Yeah. Anyways, what's next?
What do I don't know. I mean, I've pretty much mentioned all mine.
You got all yours?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready to talk about mine then?
Yeah.
All right. So, I only have like a couple more left. Interstellar.
Oh,
Literally, yeah. I don't have to say anything, but Interstellar right there. Interstellar. What a gut-wrenching, beautiful, just amazing story and complex characters, and just everything was so just A+ on this movie. And it came out in 2014, and I had never seen it. And I am so glad I had never seen it. Because when I first watched it, I was just blown away. Matthew McConaughey, by the way, is just, he's a great actor. Amazing actor.
God. I love him.
And the closest thing I had seen to this movie, to a movie like this, was Gravity. I don't know if you watched Gravity, but
is that the one that chick just
yes,
goes
with
into
the
space
yes, with the chick that goes into space and then somehow takes off her glove in space without losing her hand? I'm pretty sure. But
I don't know. I don't ever plan to see that movie, to be honest.
It wasn't that good. I mean, it was good in the space sense. Like, they portrayed space very, very well in that movie, for the most part. Yeah. But the drama in the movie just didn't click with me. But the drama in this movie, that's ace. That's ace right there. God, and I love the time travel aspect. It wasn't even time travel. It was literally just how time is all relative to the person. Like, you could go to a planet with a different gravitational sphere and pull, and like you could be thousands of light years away, and if you're going like at the speed of light, the way time changes. And I love it in how, like, we don't know what's on the other end of black holes, and how he manipulated the bookshelf, and oh my god, and how his daughter got older and he had to cry. Like, that was that you know what, that was one of the movies that made me sad. Yeah, that made me cry as well, because I could feel for him. I felt for him so hard, and I know, right? Yeah, but I don't remember this movie as the movie that made me cry. I remember this movie as just being a all-around amazing movie. But yeah. Anyways, next movie. Next movie would have to be... I'm going to save the best one for last, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Next movie on... God, I have two really good ones for last. Okay, I'm going to think about that later. Next movie, which is a more recent movie that I do suggest everybody go see, is called Nobody.
Where's it on?
Nobody. I believe it's on Netflix. Maybe Hulu.
I think I might have seen it.
Or maybe you have to buy it. Yes, it was such a advertising monster. Like, whoever was their advertising department did an amazing job. And I'm not gonna lie, they didn't disappoint me when I went to go watch this movie. This movie, all around, it gave me John Wick vibes a lot.
Ooh.
Yes. It gave me heavy John Wick vibes. That's all I'm going to say about it, because I don't want to spoil anything. It gave me heavy John Wick vibes, and I really suggest, if you enjoyed John Wick, you watch this movie. That's all I'm going to say about that movie, because I really don't want to spoil it, because it was honestly, God, there was so much in it, and it was just good. It was just really good. I can't say anything else. Avatar, Signal, Interstellar, Nobody. A movie I have to bring up, I have to bring this movie up, is Avengers Endgame. I had to bring that up at some point. I don't know, Morgan, if you've seen Avengers Endgame. Everybody has literally seen Avengers Endgame.
I think I've seen Endgame.
There's literally nothing to talk about because everybody has seen it, but I have to bring it up because if I don't, and it's not on my list, someone's going to yell at me. I don't know who, but someone will yell at me.
It was really sad.
Avengers Endgame was sad?
Yes.
Why was it sad?
Well, I haven't watched the other movies after it, but like, didn't they die?
Yeah, okay. No, they didn't all die. What are you talking? I don't think you've seen Endgame. I think you saw the other Avengers. I can't remember the name for some reason. Avengers Infinity War.
No, it was Endgame.
Are you sure? Look up Infinity War.
Oh, you're right.
Yes. Okay. So you've never seen Endgame.
I don't think so.
Okay. That is a movie you need to see. Everybody has already seen it. It's after Infinity War. It's what comes after. Yes, it's what comes after Infinity War. Now, the sad part is, for people like you who have never seen the other movies, you won't understand the significance of what happens in Endgame. But for everybody who has, can really appreciate this movie for just how good it was and how the shock factor. And the best story is I went to this movie with one of my best friends, and there were lines going out the door, literally, in a movie theater. And I've never seen that ever in my life. There were lines from 12 o'clock in the afternoon, or from 12 o'clock in the evening to 12 o'clock at midnight. I was leaving, and there was still a line going out the door to other movie theaters, or not to other movie theaters, but to other screens in the movie theater. Just for this movie, there were like 9 screens playing this movie, all at different times. Yeah, this movie was the big movie. And you could hear it, and everybody was in the crowd, and everybody was like going wild whenever anything happened. Anything funny that was said was great. Yeah, I have mad respect for this movie, but I could not call this movie my favorite movie. I could not. For some people, this might be their favorite movie, but I could not put that star on this movie. It was an amazing movie, and it does deserve to be people's favorite movies. And I never had more fun watching a movie with a friend ever before in my entire life, and I don't think I've ever had, and I never will have more fun watching this movie. Sorry, I'll never have more fun watching a movie ever, I don't think. But it does not deserve my favorite movie. Too many.
It's too good.
It's not that it's no, it's not that it's too good. It's that it was going to be an amazing movie. Everybody knew it was going to be an amazing movie. I like to be surprised. I like to have that shock factor of like, wow, this movie was amazing. This movie, is going to be my favorite movie, because just going into it, not knowing what I was going to get myself into, and then coming out with like a perspective change in my life. I knew going into this movie that I was going to enjoy it and that it was going to be something beautiful and amazing, but it just didn't change me. It didn't change my life or anything, I couldn't give it that. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you.
Why?
This is funny.
What's funny? I'm being serious.
You get so in depth.
Well, it's because I have to be. Anyways, next one. So, Monsters, Inc. Let's talk about Monsters, Inc., okay? The only reason why I have Monsters, Inc. in this is because I have a funny story behind it. So, Monsters, Inc., okay? It came out in 2001. All right. I was 4, let's say. Let's say I was 4. All right. My mom, this was my favorite movie to watch when I was in the booster chair. You know what I'm talking about? Eating my little Cheerios,
Josh, in 2001, you were born.
I know. But I'm just saying, like, say I was 4, and this is 2004, and she's showing it to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm older, obviously. And I was in my little booster chair, and I was watching this movie. So, I distinctly remember having nightmares about the frickin' lizard. I don't remember his name.
Frickin', his name is so funny.
Randall.
Hold on. Yeah.
Randall. I had nightmares of Randall being invisible, opening up my door, pulling me out of my bed, and tickling me until I cried.
Ooh, fuck.
Like, God, it was. I mean, it doesn't. It's funny now. It's obviously funny now, but as like a 4 to 5-year-old, it was terrifying, dude. Randall was terrifying to me. His creepy grin and like the way he spoke and like, nah, Randall did not do it for me. But yeah, that was my favorite. According to my mom, I watched that movie so much when I was a kid. That was literally all I wanted to talk about, was just that funny story. Another funny story is Bolt, which we brought up earlier. Bolt, the doggo movie, the little doggo movie who has superpowers. Bolt. So, the literally only thing I want to say about Bolt, it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It's a good movie. I have no problem with the movie. I think the movie is great. But the amount of fucking times I was forced to watch this movie because it was the only movie in my grandmother's car is insane. Every single time I got into her car, oh, here's Bolt. I know the word. I know the movie word for word, literally nonstop. I could literally recount every single thing that happens. I mean, I can't anymore because like I haven't been in her car in like years, but I knew this movie front to back when I was a kid, and I'm so
That's
sick of
awesome.
it. But it was a good movie.
So
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm so done.
It's like the only Disney movie I actually enjoyed. Not gonna lie.
What about Cars?
Cars? Okay, well, Cars is different. Cars, they had Dale. They had Dale in Cars. They had Dale.
They had Dale.
They had Dale play as himself in the Cars movie. That is... I love that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is amazing. And then they had Owen Wilson. Like, how can you mess up with Owen Wilson, right?
Exactly.
As Lightning McQueen. And then Tow Mater. Like, Tow Mater. Tow Mater. Tow Mater's the best.
He's got to be my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know. I love that. I love Cars. Cars 3, I hate Cars 3. Cars 2 is okay. But Cars was the best. Anyways, moving on from Disney, because I don't want to talk about Disney. I don't really want to talk about Zohan. I don't really care.
No.
Nah. Zohan is Zohan. Zohan is a good Adam Sandler movie. I don't know why I wrote it down on this list, though. I think it was just on my mind. All right, so yeah. I'm down. I think I've said everything, besides 2 movies. So I have 3 movies, all right, that I would classify as my favorite. That's why I couldn't give you a definitive answer earlier. And these 3 movies are 1, Signal, 2, Logan, and 3, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. We're going to talk about Logan first, though. We've already talked about Signal. Logan. Oh, my God. Logan.
I know that movie, but I don't...
Logan. Like, what do I say? Oh, my God. Hugh Jackman, I love him. I love Wolverine. I absolutely love Wolverine. The trailers for this movie made me go insane because they had Johnny Cash, the Hurt song, play over this disheveled Wolverine character who I'd never seen before. Like, Wolverine was always this strong guy who could take bullets and spit them out, you know? And you got this, like, old man vibes off of this one where he's just beaten and bruised and he's, like, down to earth and he's so God, this movie, this movie is second place for the most times I've watched it, and probably the first place for most time I've watched it in a row. I watched it 13 times. It's not like Jurassic. I watched Logan, and it came out in 2017. I watched it 13 times in the span of a year. I watched Jurassic Park like 17 times in the span of when I was a child to now. So, excuse me if you can't understand, but Logan is literally... this was my favorite movie from 2017 until I found out about Signal. I think Signal knocked it down just because Signal was shock factor. I really appreciate shock factor when it comes to movies in general.
Yeah.
But Logan was out of the blue. It was my favorite movie for the longest time. For the absolute longest time.
I think I've seen Logan because it definitely looks familiar.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about Signal, but like, I'm just trying to.
God, Logan was amazing, and the little girl who played as his daughter, beautiful, amazing acting. I've never seen a kid actor do so good. I don't even know if she's really a kid. I think she's a kid. And for all the people out there who are saying bring back Wolverine as a different actor, no. Do not bring back Wolverine. I don't care if whoever owns the rights to Wolverine now. I don't care. If you want to make money off him, no. You need to continue the storyline with Wolverine's daughter. You need to continue this storyline.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you're going to do it, and I don't know what you're going to do. But do not, unless Hugh Jackman comes back, don't change it. I don't want it to change in my lifetime. Unless if you do a whole reboot on the whole X-Men series, I don't want him to change. I want him to stay as Hugh Jackman. I want this X-Men series to have Hugh Jackman as the Wolverine. If you understand what I'm saying. If they reboot the whole series of X-Men, fine. You can have new characters and everything, new actors. But as far as
gotta keep it.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Hugh Jackman will be Wolverine in my eyes.
Well, that's like with Spider-Man with me. The first Spider-Man that came out.
Tobey Maguire.
Is that his name?
Yes, Tobey Maguire. There's Tobey Maguire, there's Andrew Garfield, and then there's Tom Holland. And in that order. That's how they went, in that order. And I agree. Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man and probably still is.
He will always be Spider-Man.
Yeah. Tobey Maguire, I feel like, was the best Spider-Man. Or I think, I don't know. Tobey Maguire was the best Peter Parker, I feel like, and Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man, was a shitty Peter Parker, and Tom Holland's a good Peter Parker and a good Spider-Man.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my point of view on it.
Oh, so.
But yeah, anyways, next movie.
You have more?
No, this is the last one. This is the last movie.
Oh. Shit, bro.
So I saved technically I saved the best one for last. Logan, I believe, is the best one, kind of. Signal, Logan, and this one. Once upon a time in Hollywood. This movie, I don't know what to say. It doesn't have a very crazy story. It's about the killing of I can't remember. It's based off a, it's not based off it. It leads into based off a true story. I wonder if I can find. Okay. Actor Ricky Dalton gained fame and fortune by starring in a 1950s television western, but now is struggling to find meaningful work in Hollywood that he doesn't recognize anymore. He spends most of the time drinking and palling around. I don't know what that means. With Cliff Booth, his easygoing best friend and longtime stunt double. Rick also happens to live next door to Roman Polowski and Sharon Tate, who in real life, Sharon Tate and Roman Polowski were real people. They were brutally murdered in their Hollywood mansion back in the 1950s, I believe, by these hippies. Hippies? Yeah. They were brutally murdered in their home by them. And this movie just...
Sorry for all this noise. I have to take my dog out.
You just on street, or you just on podcast taking your dog out? But this is another one of those movies where I suggest you watch. It's a very slow-paced movie. It's not very action-filled, but I don't know. It's it's I would like to call it a very beautiful movie.
I'm gonna have to watch that this weekend.
It's a very beautiful movie. It's a very
Is it gonna make me emotional?
probably not.
Probably not.
It's
What's
just
it called again?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
And that is my last movie. And if anybody's still watching till the end, first of all, love you. Thank you for listening all the way through.
Yes, for real.
But so if I had to suggest movies for people to watch, I would have to say Signal. Movies, if you haven't seen them: Signal, Logan, obviously Interstellar, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Tuesdays with Morty,
Maury.
Morty,
Maury.
Maury, sorry, Train to Busan, and Nobody.
Oh, and Secondhand Lion, and Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, the other ones
Yeah.
like Jurassic Park, like everybody's seen Jurassic Park, and if you haven't, you're probably not gonna watch it. Avatar, everybody's seen Avatar. Everybody's seen Avengers Endgame. And Hachiko. I suggest you watch Hachiko. It's a sad movie though, so if you're not feeling like getting cry, don't watch it. But it's based on a true story. That kind of I love based on a true story movies. Obviously, I don't really care if you watch Monsters Inc. or not. I don't really care if you watch Bolt either. The two Disney movies, I don't really care if you watch them or not. But yeah. Anyways, Morgan, you got anything you'd like to add?
Just keep listening to us. We will get better as we go along. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, what she said. We will get better at this. The more we do it, hopefully we don't just always suck. But yeah, thank you again. Oh, you want to say something?
I was gonna say, I mean, like a lot of the times, the first season of anything kind of sucks.
Yeah, what she said. But yeah, again, guys, thank you so much if you watched all the way through. I really appreciate you. I hope you stick around, watch more. We're hoping to try and do this every Friday. I don't know how successful we will be at doing that. We will have a topic for every video.
At least once a week. Yeah, at least once a week though.
Yeah, at least once a week. I can't really promise a certain day, but I'm trying to push for Friday every week. That's when we'll record it. When it goes up, whoever knows. I don't know. But you can find this probably on YouTube. I'll try and figure out putting it on Spotify. I'll see if I can do that. I don't know about SoundCloud, and I don't know about iTunes. I don't know if I can do either one of those. I'll find out.
I don't think people listen to iTunes.
Or yeah, people. Well, no, it's not iTunes. It's just Apple Podcasts now.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Go down in the comments below. Give us some topic ideas. Tell me what you thought about our list of movies and stuff. Tell me if you agreed or if you disagreed with some of our choices. And yeah. You want to tell them bye? Or you want to tell them anything?
Bye guys. Have a good day, night, whatever time you're watching it. You do you, and don't let anyone change you.
Yep. That's the final words of Morgan. Stay strong, everyone. And we'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.